Okay, so just coming back here after months to like talk about like the progression of the subjects I talked about on my last vlog. I was about to do like a really special concert for me on the last video I posted, and yeah, like I've been like here living my life without posting any other vlog because my old phone were like almost dead, and now I got this new phone, and also like yeah, like I was like kind of like processing a lot of things as well to have something to say and share. But yeah, basically here am I. This concert I made was like really nice. It was the first time I was like playing for a sold out room, and the first time I was opening for another band or like project as well. And also it was a really special like moment for me because I was like really like I was really like living something I ever wanted to live, right? It was a new accomplishment for me, right? And yeah, it was super like hard for me because I also used that opportunity to challenge myself, right? It was also the first time I was playing like being like sober in my life, right? And yeah, like it's different, right? All this like nervous, all this anxiety we can feel, and like when like playing, right? And not only playing, but like in my case, I really like this project I just released is a super vulnerable like project with a bunch of emotional songs as usual for me, right? But yeah, it was also challenging because it was the first time I was playing without backing track. Like these songs of my last of this last album I dropped, right? They are all like guitar and vocals only, and I don't really have like beats or anything to put on the backing track when I play. So I just play them. So like every sound is coming out like of myself, like doing it at the moment I'm playing. So it was also like challenging because of this fact, like this detail, right? I really had to like make sure everything would like turn out all right on this last set I played, and it was challenging for me because like let me just check. It was the first time I did a lot of things for me, and it was really challenging for me because yeah, I was like playing on my first sold out room concert, first time playing to another crowd that wasn't like properly like there to watch me, right? Mostly they were there to watch the other concert of the main band, and like the first time playing being like sober in my life, right? Not like on the moment because I had like I made concerts sober before, but I wasn't like sober on like my life, right? And it's really different. And the first time playing without backing track, the first time making like a full set playing like electric guitar while I'm singing, and yeah, it was really like challenging for me, and it turned out like really good and really nice. But as I was like fucking freaking out, I couldn't like notice. So right after I got like off stage, I was feeling like, bro, like it was good. I don't know, like I don't know. I couldn't tell. I was like in my head, right? So I couldn't tell. But now I've watched the video of the full concert. I just like got it recently, and it's like beautiful. It was like really beautiful. It was super nice and vulnerable, and of course I wasn't like that comfortable, right, to just like spread like all over the crowd and all this shit. But I'm glad. Like I wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be. I wasn't feeling that way, right? I was really like feeling a bunch of stuff, and I was really nervous. So yeah, I'm just glad things happened the way it happened. I'm super proud of myself and super happy about it. And yeah, that's it. It's important for us to like challenge ourselves, I guess, and do this kind of shit. Like I don't regret any of my choices. Like I could go like with a set, like playing different tracks for my oldest like project and like the other projects I have on this format. Like I'm more used to, right, with beats and like playing with backing track and all this shit. But I decided to play a full set of Omen Adetana, like this last EP I dropped. So it was a full set, like playing guitar, singing, and all this shit, and all this like emo grunge shit I'm doing right now. But yeah, I don't regret it. It was super nice to do it. It was different, right? I really care about delivering something new in every concert I bring to life, right? And I did it. It was super different from any other concert I threw like ever, right? So I'm glad about it. And yeah, talking about other shit, like I'm 6 months sober now. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be like more certain of this decision I made with myself, like to just like take care of myself, like focus on building pleasure out of like different things and not like distracting myself. And yeah, like that's how I've been living right now. And I really want to like take care of myself more and more with time. And yeah, like I couldn't be more happy with my life, right? I am also really happy I got this gift. So like I received a message on my Instagram account um, of this girl like telling me really nice things about my music, and yeah, it was super nice to me, really. And then she gave it to me like this book. It's a fantasy, like dark fantasy about vampires. Yeah, I'm going to read it soon, and it has a really beautiful message on the first page, thanking me for my music and soul being light in the middle of the darkness, and telling me not to quit. Yeah, and yeah, to never quit. And I'm not quitting. I'm sticking to it, to my music shit and my spiritual journey. Yeah. So yeah, just sharing with you. I've been dropping like some music videos as well on my main YouTube account where I post my music. Right, this is just like a channel where I post these vlogs talking about things. I'm going to start posting other type of videos here as well soon. Talking as well about shit. Yeah, but yeah, that's it. Just giving you some updates here, and yeah, I shaved my eyebrow. Yes, I'm super happy about it. I think the last video I hadn't like shaved it, but yeah, and I'm also cutting my own hair right now. It was a super nice decision, both of them. Like I guess it's super important for me to like do whatever I want, right, with my thing here. And I was talking about it with um with a dude I just like met. Like we met before, but like we were talking about like these things around like doing whatever you feel like with your own like visual, right? And yeah, like I was feeling really nervous because since I became an immigrant here in Portugal, I was really like freaking out, like, and actually I wasn't freaking out. I was just like focused on blending like enough to avoid problems, right? On like getting a job, getting a contract, and getting like credibility on my work, right? As an immigrant, it's really important, right? To guarantee you have structure in your life. But I spent too much time focusing on this shit, and I kind of like lost track on it. Like I spent too much time like blending, right? And back in time, like I already like experimented like a bunch of different visuals with my hair and all my shit, and I don't really like give these things a lot of, and uh, I don't think it's super important to like, of course for me it's way more important the things I believe on and the way I act, like my attitude and the things I do as a person and say and like believe, like my actions, right? Like the visuals for me, like it's more about like expressing myself and feeling nice, right, with my own way of being. but but yeah, like I was talking about it, and it's super important for us to also like do it, right? To just like dress as we want and express ourselves the way we want. And yeah, as like I wasn't used to it anymore. Of course, I always like I'm a freak, right? I can't hide it, right? So even though I have like I could have eyebrows, but I would like I was always the same person, right? So I can hide it, right? Even if I try, it's always showing. But it's important for us to like exercise this detachment, right? And that's what I'm trying to say here. Like if you don't feel like you're comfortable enough to do whatever the fuck you want, that's okay. Just don't believe that you are more like, no, I'm not capable of it. Don't believe it. It's bullshit. It's just something like about timing sometimes, right? If you like it, if you see like someone having like a different like style and you like it and you fuck with it, and you feel that you're not capable of doing it, it's just bullshit. Don't believe it. Like it's just something about the time is going to pass, and then you're going to eventually feel more capable of it and you're going to do it, right? So don't stress out of it, and just know that that's it. Like sometimes you're just like not in the mood on this moment, but I think we like we think too much about that kind of shit, right? And then we can't act if we are thinking that much, right? So that's it. If you, and like I would say, like it's super important for us to have this detachment, because it affects not only our style and all this like shit, but affects the way we live, right? Even in our actions and the things we say, the way we act on the environment we are into, right? So I'm just here trying like to encourage you people to do whatever the fuck you want with your own style and your own appearance, right? I think it's super important for us to express ourselves like on a real way, and telling you that I know there's a bunch of problems with it. In my own case, I live the same problems, like not on the same levels as everyone, right? Everyone has their own social conditions and all these things. I know it can be like really different, right? Depending on the cultural environment you're living into. But the thing is, like, in any way you can, I believe it's important and healthy for your own spirit to express itself and like be free enough to live the way you want. And if it's not like making tattoos or all this kind of things, don't like stress like being like alternative is just a bullshit like label, right? People are just who they are, and they don't need to look like something to be different. Like, we're all different in our own way. So even though like you feel your appearance can't show you are different, it's just bullshit. Of course you're different, and anyone that is paying attention like enough to notice who you are is going to notice you are an unique person. So don't don't buy this thing that you have to look alternative or any kind of shit. Just be yourself. Just do whatever the fuck you want. If you want to adopt like a more common like visual or appearance, don't stress about it. Like, I think it's just important for us to be genuine, and like, we shouldn't really care about these labels people put in ourselves, because they are just bullshit and they just get us sick. And it also happens with this alternative bullshit, right? Don't care about it. Don't care about like not being alternative enough or all this kind of shit. Like, it's just bullshit. And the important thing is to act different and to like make the environment better with your actions and your behavior and your attitude. And the rest of it is not that important. So if you do like the difficult things, if you say the hard shit no one wants to say, but it is like it feels the right thing to say and to do, that's the most important part of it. If you are like doing the things you believe in, that's the important part of it. Like, don't stress out because you look a certain way or not, or because you feel comfortable or not to do whatever the fuck you want with your own appearance. Like, it's just important to feel like detached and free enough to live as you believe, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Just adding some more things to say here as I was like watching the video and remember some shit. When I was playing on this concert, on this last concert, I was really like inside my head. I was really like worried about like the technique, like details about my concert, right? I was playing in a guitar. I'm not a guitarist, right? I'm just like a fucking crazy motherfucker, like saying things I feel, right? And singing mostly, right? So I'm not used to like play the fucking electric guitar, and I was super like, no, bro, you can't make these mistakes. I was rehearsing all the time, and I was inside my head, and there was a fucking like family in front of me. Like, there was a kid with his dad and his mom, and I was like, bro, here am I singing about drugs and like feelings and like suicidal thoughts and all this shit, and this kid is here, and I hope he liked it. I hope his family liked it. I don't think so. I don't think his mom liked it, but yeah, I guess that's it, right? And I was noticing it, and I was like freaking out because of it, and yeah, I couldn't say I was doing a good job. And I wish I was able to enjoy this moment, because in my head I was like, fuck, bro, don't be nervous about that shit. Like, look at all this journey you made to come here on this fucking stage and play for a crowded, like a sold out room, right? So enjoy this moment, like deliver yourself to this shit, like surrender, bro. I was thinking with myself this kind of shit, but I couldn't do it. I was like really nervous. I was really inside my head, and I couldn't even say like how it was for the people out of my head, right? How the experience was being delivered. So I was freaking out, and until now, like recently when I watched the concert, right, I couldn't tell that. But then I watched it. Of course, like my friends that were there, my girlfriend, like they told me like, you were really nice, you was super cute, you was super vulnerable, you was super beautiful. And then like I just watched the video, and I was like, bro, I nailed it. Like, it was super beautiful, it was super nice. I couldn't be more satisfied with it. Like, I'm super happy. So what I'm trying to say here is, don't believe your anxiety, like don't let it like ruin your perspective on things, okay? and and sometimes like we are focused on idea. Like what I'm trying to say is I was super stressed out about not making like mistakes with my own fingers, right? And then this like stress is what fucked me up, right? Because if I trust more the process of being there, and I was like, if I had more of a, like an attitude of like easy going, like bro, you rehearsed it, because most of these things, if you practice enough, your body's doing it, right? It's just going to do it, right? And so it's important not to think that much on these moments, right? It's important to let your body work. It's going to happen, and then you just like have to balance your energy on a way you don't have extra energy to waste with thoughts and anxiety, right? So that's it. What I'm trying to say is trust the process and don't freak out. And and also, yeah, just live the moments and enjoy it, I guess, because I wish I could, I wish I had more fun on this concert. That's the thing, right? For me, it could be better for myself, right? But for people there, like I think I passed the energy I wanted to, and it was genuine of me, like of myself, like was the fucking like first experience in a bunch of different ways for myself. So I'm glad you could see me on this state and notice I am a fragile a fucking person as everyone else, right? So that's it. And about the other things, like this fucking cute gift I received, like yeah, like it's telling me not to quit, like to never quit, right? I'm never going to quit. I love doing music. I love doing what I do. Like this is why I've been making music all these 8 years. Okay, I wouldn't say I've been making music on the same way, right, for 8 years, and that I am a pro for 8 years. I'm not even like sure that I am where I want to get, right? Like I am sure I'm far from the places I want to be, right? Because I have huge dreams on this thing. But yeah, like I've been making music for 8 years because of these things, because of this feeling, because of these connections, because of this hope, and because like people saved my life through music and through relations, right? Through connections, I would say, more than music. I was never a music geek. I was never someone that understood about music or understood about like projects, albums, and all this shit. I was just like I am right now. Like since I was a kid, I was ever like a freaking like freak. I couldn't like feel I was good in anything. I was just like uh, I don't know, like I was never the kid, like the kid that is good on this specific thing, right? I was doing a bunch of different things all the time, and I wasn't like the best one in any of them. But I had the best friends ever, and I think I'm really good at connecting to people because I love it. I really love it. And that's why I make music, to connect, and because people saved my life with connections and through music. But music is just a language to build connection. There's a bunch of different ways of connecting, right? And that's why I'm telling you, like, I'm never going to quit. This is my life. I was born to do it, and I'm going to die also doing it, connecting with people. Like, I'm going to connect through whole like my whole life and my existence, because I am in love with it, right? I'm constantly connecting with people. I couldn't live differently. And thank you very much for this gift, and thank you all very much for all the love and support you always gave to me since the day one, on different ways. I already felt alone during this journey in a bunch of different times. So don't believe I'm always like feeling loved and all this shit. Okay, nothing is that stable in life, and I also have my bitter and sad feelings about making music, about all these things. Okay, so I don't want like to romanticize this shit, but sometimes we have these kind of things. Okay, and let me enjoy it and say that I can remember a bunch of these moments. Okay, maybe like it's not like all the time, but a bunch of times like people like already draw my face and send it to me. People already like wrote poems and like sent to me like and said like, oh, I wrote it like when I was inspired by your music or something like this, or about like I wrote it when I was inspired because we talked about this or that, and I felt inspired. Look at this beautiful thing, right? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is thank you. I really appreciate it, and that's why I make music. Okay, so if you ever think like, "Whoa, why he's making it?" It's because of these things. Okay, the other hype and all this kind of shit, I never really like lived it, and maybe sometimes I felt like I was more on the hype because of some things and movements I worked like with or into, like my event Bloodborne and all this shit. But I don't really believe it, and I don't really buy this kind of shit when it's happening. I don't like feel, oh, I'm on the hype. That's my life. I just know it's just like something like superficial and it's going to pass. So I don't really connect to it. But that's it. And about like being whatever the fuck you want and expressing yourself how you want. That's it. Like just do whatever you want, but also know like the important things is to be genuine, not to fit in any fucking like box or label. Okay, and don't stress and think too much about things. Just do it. Like just live on a way you can feel pleasure. I'm also telling it to I'm also saying it to me. Okay, because I'm on a moment. I really want to be genuine. I really want to detach myself from the things that are limiting me. Okay, and inside there are stereotype people usually fits me into. Like I don't relate to it. It's not good for me to be inside of that shit or to live through these things. Okay, and I'm sober now, 6 months sober. I'm doing a bunch of different things. Like I'm going to the gym. I'm taking care of myself. None of this shit are inside this box of like SoundCloud emo rapper people fit me into. Okay, I'm like I'm compared to people all the time inside my niche. I'm compared to other artists. I'm compared to other people all the fucking time, and I can't wait. I am remembered for who I am. Okay, and I really want to be like something new, right? I'm already like something uh unreleased, right? I'm here like living my life for the first time, so I'm already something unique and new. So that's the important thing for me, to be eventually more and more like unique and genuine. Okay, so that's what I wish for all of you as well. That's it. Love you and see you soon. And just remember, you people, my Instagram page is my main like social media. So if you ever like think it's nice for me to bring up any subject, if you want to like, oh Dev, like tell me about this subject, like how it is for you or all this shit, like tell me on this comments here, but tell me on Instagram as well. Like I would love you to say what you think or your own frame on this or that. Tell me, like I'm super open. Let's connect. That's why I do these vlogs. Okay, if you're new here, and welcome to all the new listeners I've been getting on the last month as well. If you're new here, this is the place where I mostly like talk about things, and where I speak English most of the times. On my Instagram, I'm usually speaking Portuguese because most of my followers speaks Portuguese, right? But that's it. Like, talk to me, okay? Anything you want, just talk to me. I'm going to post here. I'm super open to that kind of input. So that's it. Thank you. Love you. But that's it. Love you. I'm going to post more videos here eventually. I've been like working on my new projects, and yeah, that's it. And also working on focusing on my career right now. I joined a label, right, that is helping me a lot with a lot of different things, so I'm happy about it. But that's it. Yeah, that's it. If I remember any other subject I want to share with you guys, I'm going to make more videos. And as I said, I'm planning to bring here like another format of content. And yeah, I hope you like it. I will be posting it soon, like videos playing, music, my music, videos like talking about it and all this shit. Yeah, love you and bye bye.